Hey guys, Necro back with some more raid footage, but this raid is starting, or rather this footage is starting before a raid. Had a friend, a fellow ranger, Shurchand, wanting to do a trade before the raid. He wanted, I forget what he wanted specifically, but anywho, he had a 2016 magic card, which ended up being lucky, as you can see, which I was more than happy to trade for. And it actually has a decent roll on it. Wonder, defense, exceeds calculations. Considering it's lucky, that's more than good enough for me to want to evolve it. So move on to the evolving clip, which I'm sure a lot of people have seen Magikarp being evolved already, so it's not really all that interesting or all that fancy, but just for the sake of keeping it in there, it is pretty awesome to see it. So before powering it up, it is 10-14 after evolutions with Bite and Hydro Pump. However, after fully powering it up, it's 87% IV, 3180 Bite and Outrage. I always leave Outrage on when I get it because Outrage is awesome because it's a Dragon type move. So really cool to see. And once again, still a Wonder, same one. Defense exceeds calculations. So 87%, pretty awesome. So really happy to get that trade in before the raid started. But speaking of raids, here we go. Back to the Mewtwo Hundo Hunting. Now, this Mewtwo was weather boosted, so it was kind of a tougher takedown for everybody, but I actually really do like the challenge, and if we can do it with smaller numbers, that's even better, believe it or not. I just really like that challenge. But yeah, my first T-Tar goes down, and this is with my Dark team, so, you know, a bunch of Bite Crunch Tyrannitars going in there and just biting away, super effective, super effective. You know, just doing what they can, but this Mewtwo has Ice Beam, so they do not last long. Then going in with the Houndours next, you know, once again, my little glass cannons, they do as much damage as they can. Spamming that Crunch, get that Crunch in there as fast as we can before he unleashes another Ice Beam, because they ain't gonna last long after that. As you can see, another one bites the dust. But yeah, you know, it's always really good to raid Mewtwo when it's weather boosted because that saves you a lot of Stardust in the end. Actually, it's really worth it to raid any boss when they're weather boosted. Get those bonuses. Alright, another Houndour down. I think this is my third or fourth Houndour. I have 4 of them that are like 90% or 89 plus. So those are the ones I hold on to and use. And Houndour is kind of meta relevant, not really. Useful for a straight out dark attacker. For a fire attacker, I would not use it for for a fire attacker. It's outclassed by a lot of different other things. But in regards to dark attacking, it's basically like a poor man's Shadow Claw Gengar. Does a lot of damage, but can't take too many hits. As you can see right there, another one went down. So that's my first team down. Once again, that's my Dark team. That's the team that I just go in there, try to do as much damage as can. And then just jump back in with recommended. Aeron leading the attack this time. This is my Thunder Aeron. So, decent IVs. Not too great, but I mean not too bad. Enough to basically keep him down. And I was a little worried at this point because we had barely got him slightly into the yellow when it was already 160. As you guys know, 140 is my cutoff. If we cannot get it at least into the yellow by 140, you're wasting your time, so you might as well stop raiding. Here with my Dazilla. Smackdown Tyranitar, Smackdown Stone Edge Tyranitar to be specific. Doing a lot of damage. And I don't care what anybody says, I will trade anything, any day, for a Smackdown Tyranitar. They're just so useful, so versatile. Even if they're not doing not very effective, even if they're doing damage that's not very effective, it's still enough to put the hurt on whatever it's attacking. Aeron coming back in. This is my Heavy Slam Aeron, which for some reason, Niantic, I don't know, Pokemon Go seems to really like recommending Aeron, so not that they're bad Pokemon at all, but sometimes they're just not relevant at all. It's my shiny Aeron Hungry Eyes. A little bit of an inside joke. Just, you know, there's a song, Hungry Eyes by the 80s. You can go ahead and look that up if you guys want. But yeah, heavy slam, you know, all steel, straight steel. Going in with the Ho-Oh now, which I was like, okay, Ho-Oh's got this. Then I remember, oh no, ice type moves. So that did not work out too good either. And I was actually surprised Ho-Oh went down faster than anything else. So back in with the Lugia, not doing very effective, but Sky Attack takes down the Mewtwo at 63 seconds. Down it goes. Nice. You win. Friendships up for everybody. 7 golden raspberries, 6 hyper potions, 3 rare candies, 1 charge TM, awesome, 6 revives, 500 stardust, 20k XP because I did remember my lucky egg that time. And how many balls we got? 15. Nice. Let's jump into the challenge. Nice. 2801, that is 88%. That is decent. That is decent. I will hold on to that until I find better. Ideally, I would want all 90% or better. But, you know, basically what me and Shadow Killer and a couple of other people that have been raiding Mewtwo's nonstop have decided is we're going to basically stockpile all our Mewtwo's, and then once he disappears on the 22nd or 23rd, then we're going to go through all the Mewtwo's we have and basically dump the trash and keep the good stuff. Although we might do trades back and forth. I mean, still, it counts as a special trade because it's legendary. But, I mean, trades back and forth. Chance for a better reroll, if nothing else. Anyway, this Mewtwo's, of course, being very stubborn, very aggressive, because it is weather boosted. So, another Nanab, wind it up, pitch it. Curveball, great. Nice. Nope, he is just not liking what I am pitching. Alright, golden raspberry. Let's try this one. Curveball, excellent on the jump, nice. 1, 2. Dang, okay, I thought he wouldn't be caught with that one, but I guess not. Okay, the nab now. Curveball, wind up. Curveball, great, okay. 1, 2. Alright, back to golden raspberries. This is pretty much the trick I learned from Prodigy's Nation. I talk about it in almost every video. Go and show Prodigy's Nation some love. Oh, that was a whiff there. If you guys haven't subscribed to him for whatever reason, he is a very smart guy. A lot of information as far as the meta of the game. I have learned a lot from him. He's one of the, he's technically part of the Pokemon Go community, but he's one of the lesser known ones that I've realized. And boom, there you go. 3 caught. Bagged and tagged. 801. Let's go and appraise it. Wonder, attack. He's calculated. Nice. Okay, so 15 attack at the very least. But moving on to the next raid, which is the last raid of the day, believe it or not. There was only 2 Mewtwo raids I was able to attend. There was more legendaries that hatched pretty much back to back, but I had got sidetracked with other things, so I had to take care of those first. But once again, starting out with my T-Tars. This is my Bite Stone Edge T-Tar. Later on, I end up using my Charge TM on this T-Tar to give it Bite and Crunch, which I think is better, especially for taking down Psychic types. Especially for Deoxys. I'm still hoping for that EX raid pass at a couple of the EX gyms that I've raided at. Nothing fancy, of course, but just hoping, fingers crossed. And it's still biting, crunching. This is my second Tyranitar out already. And sometimes I think just going with Bite works better. It's a really fast DPS. And here's my big tuna. You guys saw him earlier. Well, he's got Outrage and he's got Bite. So I'm building up that Outrage pretty fast. And first Outrage out, decent damage. Second Outrage out, boom, decent damage. But then he gets smacked away, which is, it's kind of what I expected. But moving on to the next one, This is basically my dark team, except I swapped out one of the Houndooms and I put in my big tuna. Just because I wanted to see him perform in battle, and I was satisfied with him. So once again, going in with the bite and crunch. Doing decent damage, decent attacks. And we have him down in the yellow at 200, so not bad at all. Just pounding away there. Oh, okay, bit of lag spike there. I don't know if you guys saw that. Okay, that Houndour ate it. Next Houndour out. Still doing decent on time. Although it always does freak me out. I'm sure you guys have experienced this yourselves when you're in a battle and it looks like you're the only one who's attacking and everybody else just standing there looking pretty. And prettiness aside, sometimes you need to know that other people are pulling their weight too, not just sitting in the lobby, so to speak. Anyway, first team down, jumping back in. Leading the way is my Dazilla, which is the Smackdown Stone Edge Trantar, which does a crap ton of damage to this Mewtwo. It's not even super effective and does a decent amount of damage. Okay, see, now I see the other Pokemon attacking, so I don't feel like I'm the only one who's working on this one. But going on it, smacking down. Stone Edge now. Did I get it off? Okay, apparently I did get it off, but it didn't show the animation fully. But that happens sometimes. Dazilla down. Second Smackdown Stone Edge. Which I only evolved to during that Community Day event, because for whatever reason I thought that it wasn't going to be that great of a move, and I regret that. It's one of my biggest regrets in my Pokemon Go career so far. Oh, but going back to Prodigy's Nation, not a lot of people recognize him or acknowledge him. He does not get as much credit as I think he deserves. He does a lot of work as far as finding a lot of the ins and outs of the game. And yeah, if you're not subscribed to him, just go check him out. Prodigy's Nation. Just search on YouTube. I'll put a link below. You win. Nice. Friendship up. 7 golden raspberries, 3 rare candies, 3 hyper potions, 9 revives, another charge TM. Awesome. Stardust, only 10k here because my lucky egg wore off. But that's fine. Okay, you go to bonus round, and it is 2247. That's decent. That's about 87%. That's worth a catch, if nothing else. The windup and the pitch. Curveball, excellent. Nice. But will it stay? Of course not. Of course not. I would expect no less from a worthy Mewtwo. A worthy adversary. I wind it up. Pitch. Ooh, okay. My streak was broken for that assignment. Curveball, great. Nice. 1. Okay. You ain't even weather boosted. You just being fidgety. So let's calm you down with another nab. Wind it up, and the pitch. Curveball, excellent, nice, and finally got that research task out of the way. I'll stop popping up now. Alright. Golden raspberry. Wind it up, and the pitch. Curveball, excellent, nice. 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Bagged and tagged. Excellent throw, nice. 2247. Once again, that's 87%, I believe. Wonder attack. Another 15 attack. Awesome. Definitely worth keeping there. But yeah, these are all the raids I did today, guys. Like I said, there wasn't a lot going on in regards to raiding today. At least not when I was available, not when I had the time to. But sometimes that's what happens, But until then, guys, I'll put out more content the upcoming week. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my links below. And until then, guys, love the grind.